talk about calorimetry. Calorimetry. Metry means measure. Calorimeter means measuring heat. Measuring what? Measuring heat. It's a science which measures. It tells you how to measure heat. Heat means Q, and heat has to be measured in joules. So here the equation is the formula you have already seen in thermodynamics. Q is equal to Ms delta T. Here I am using S. What is S? Specific heat. Some books will call it as T, some call it as S, some call it Farana, some call it Dinka. Okay? The important thing is this is specific heat. You know what is specific heat? Specific heat is the heat that is required to raise the temperature of the object by 1 degree Celsius. If you are talking in Kelvin, 1 Kelvin. Clear? So, for one, basically what are you trying to do? You took a container, you put some water inside it, alright, and you are supplying heat. Alright. So, originally this temperature was 20 degrees Celsius. Now it became 21 degrees Celsius. So, you gave some heat, then only this is possible, right? So specific heat is that. So this is for 1 degree. Suppose it is 10 degrees rise into delta T. Here delta T is 1. For specific heat it is 1 degree. Clear? Specific heat means how much heat required to raise the temperature of this object by 1 degree Celsius. And here you are also saying that mass is equal to 1. You are talking about 1 gram. Alright. So for 1 gram, what is the heat required? S. For m grams, ms. Now this is for 1 degree rise. So delta T rise into delta T. Clear? So this is the total amount of heat that is required. So this is the basic equation. Every substance will have its own specific heat. Water will have its own specific heat. Aluminum will have. Iron piece will have. Wax will have. Every object will have its own specific heat. Alright. So in calorimetry basically we use a concept that suppose you bring a hot object, let us say A, in contact with the little colder object B. What will happen? Heat will flow. If both temperatures are same, heat will not flow. Right? But if this temperature TA is more than TB, what will happen? Heat will flow. Correct? So what is happening? This fellow A is giving heat. This fellow B is taking heat. So here this process will keep on going till what point of time? Till thermal equilibrium is achieved. Till thermal equilibrium is achieved. This process keeps on going. So we can say here that heat lost by A is equal to heat gained by B. Remember, both are now in solid state. You have 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. So before heating also this was solid, and after heating also it is solid. Okay. Now solid to liquid also heat transfer can happen. Okay. Solid to liquid also heat transfer can happen. Alright. So what is the concept involved here? Heat lost by A is equal to heat gained by B. Not temperature lost by A is equal to temperature lost by B. No. Temperature is only a measure of heat. Degree of hotness, degree of coldness. So this is the concept you use in calorimetry. Please write down. Now what is this unit of specific heat? Q by MT. Q by MT, right? You are writing about Q by MT only. What is Q? In joules, kg, degrees Celsius, or because joules you will be Kelvin. Okay? Okay? this is one thing you have to understand. There is a relationship between calorie and joules also that you should know. What is the relationship? 1 calorie is equal to 4.18 joules. For practical purpose, we write 4.2 joules. This conversion you should be very clear about. Okay. So this you should keep in your mind. Specific heat of water if you take, so SW is equal to 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius. That means 1 gram of water if you take, if you want to raise temperature by 1 degree Celsius, how much heat energy has to be supplied? 1 calorie. How many understood? Clear now? 1 gram, 1 degree you want to give a raise. Now this happens at 20 degrees, from 20 to 21 at room temperature, more precisely. It is not from 0 degree to 1 degree. Okay? It is not from 0 to 1 degree. It is basically at room temperature, close about room temperature, 20 degrees, 20 to 21 degrees. Like that you can understand. Okay? So that is the specific. So 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius. Suppose you want to know in joules per kg. So how can you write this? 1 calorie is 4.2 joules, right? Divided by 1 gram. 1 gram means 1 upon 1000 kg. Clear? Per degree Celsius. So it becomes 4200 joules per kg. Clear? These values you are supposed to remember. Usually it is given in the question. Okay? So this also you write down the specific heat of water value you should write. You see any question? Pause. So here, just take it out. So basically we have 3 states of matter, right? Solid, liquid and gas. So if you talk about water, water is liquid. This is liquid. Now water can become vapor also, right? So this is gas and water can be ice also. It is solid. So water is existing in 3 forms at 3 different temperatures. So sub-zero means below 0, water is ice. 0 to 100 it is liquid. 100 and above it is gas. This is the situation. Alright. Now basically, if you are going in this direction, what are you trying to do? You are supplying heat to ice, right? Heat. Ice is becoming water. If you further heat to water, it becomes vapor, isn't it? Now come in the reverse direction. You cool it off, reverse. Vapor becomes water. You further cool it off, it becomes. This is the system, right? Now, suppose in a process there is some water, and you have taken a beaker. You have given some heat. Alright. Now water is at 20 degrees Celsius. Let us say you give a lot of heat. The temperature becomes 60 degrees. Let us say. So here liquid is in liquid only. There is no change of state in this case. There is no change of state. Clear? Okay. So this is one concept you have to understand. Now, when water becomes vapor, it happens at 100 degrees. So that is called what? Boiling point. BP. Not blood pressure. The point where water converts into vapor is boiling point. Clear? It happens at 100 degrees Celsius. We take water as the benchmark. The point where ice becomes water is called melting point. Clear? So here solid is becoming liquid. So this is 0 degrees Celsius. So in question when you see melting point means what? Solid become liquid. 0 degrees Celsius. We are talking about water. Boiling point 100 and above. Till 99 it was liquid only. The moment 100 came, it became vapor. More than 100, steam, basically vapor, right? So this is what is the point. Now, when water is becoming vapor or ice becoming water, there is a change of state. There is a change of state. But when water remains water only, I am talking about any thermodynamic process where water is water only. There is no change of state. Change of state means solid becoming liquid, liquid becoming gas. No change of state means solid remaining solid, liquid remaining liquid, gas remaining gas. Alright? So, when there is no change of state, remember this. When there is no change of state, you have only these two cases, no? Or when there is a change of state. Here we use specific heat. Okay? Here we use latent heat. What is this? I will discuss tomorrow because the time is up. Clear? So when there is no change of state, we use specific heat. When there is a change of state, we use latent heat. Latent heat of fusion is there, latent heat of vaporization is there. That we will discuss in length tomorrow. Okay? Make a note of all these points.